Hey howdy, hey guys, welcome back to another Star Wars Saturday. Today's video we're going to be explaining how Anakin, despite all of his atrocities, was able to become one with the Force and become a Force ghost. Anyway, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So I'm sure most of you guys were wondering, how do people become Force ghosts anyway? Well, Qui-Gon Jinn, aka Obi-Wan's Jedi Master, once said, "It is the Sith's ultimate goal, yet they cannot achieve it. It comes through the release of self, not the exaltation of self. It comes through the compassion, not greed. Love is answer to the darkness." Based on the definition of that, only Jedi with exceptional training, select Jedi, can become Force ghosts. And they have to be pure of heart, and they have to practically have love in themselves. How was Anakin able to overcome that despite all of the atrocities he committed as Darth Vader? Most of you who don't know how to do that, the best way to find it is The Rise and Fall of Darth Vader. It explains exactly how Anakin became a Force ghost from the moment that Luke took off his mask in Return of the Jedi to the end of the film. I will read you a direct quote from the book. Closing his eyes as he slumped back against the shuttle ramp, Anakin Skywalker had every reason to believe that he was finally about to embrace perpetual darkness. Not for the first time. He was wrong. Initially, there was darkness for Anakin. A boundless, shadowy realm, like a universe without stars. But then, from somewhere at the edge of his awareness, he perceived a distant, shimmering light, then heard a voice say, "Anakin." The voice was indeed familiar. Although Anakin had no longer had a body or mouth to speak, he somehow answered, "Obi-Wan?" "Master, I am so sorry. I am so very..." "Anakin, listen carefully," Obi-Wan interrupted, and Anakin was aware that the distant light was either growing brighter or closer, or both. "You are in the netherworld of the Force, but if you ever wish to revisit corporal space, then I still have one thing left to teach you, a way to become one with the Force. If you choose this path to immortality, then you must listen now, before your consciousness fades." Knowing that he was beyond redemption, Anakin responded, "But, Master, why me?" "Because you ended the horror, Anakin," Obi-Wan said. "Because you fulfilled the prophecy." The light was very, very bright now. Anakin's first thoughts was that he might be able to see his children, Luke and Leia, again. He said, "Thank you, Master." Taking the Imperial shuttle, Luke had escaped with his father's corpse, which right before the Death Star exploded. After landing on Endor, Luke prepared a private funeral in a forest clearing for his father. Night had fallen by the time Luke placed Anakin's armor-clad body atop of gathered wood. He ignited the fire and said this quote, "I burn this armor, and with the name of Darth Vader, may the name of Anakin Skywalker be a light that guides the Jedi for generations to come." He was unaware of the spirits who watched him from the shadows, but later, when he rejoined his allies at the end of the film, he saw 3 Force ghosts: Yoda, Obi-Wan, and his father, Anakin. The Jedi had returned. So it really makes us just think that despite all of that evil, hatred, anger, and there's that god-awful things that Anakin, or Vader in this case, did, that he was able to come back and redeem himself. It's kind of how today's life, that people, they want to redeem themselves, but after something bad happens, but no one will ever give them a chance. Well, everyone is redeemable. It's just they have to choose to redeem themselves. That's the only way they can come back. I will also mention that Palpatine in the old Star Wars timeline called Legends, he was actually able to come back. Not as a Force ghost. There is a dark side ability where you can sort of keep yourself alive, but it's not as powerful and it's not as, well, beneficial as a Force Ghost. A Force Ghost is practically immortal and can go anywhere, do anything, at any time. Time and space, practically. They can disappear. Practically, they're limitless power. Anyway, Palpatine had a dark side ability called Transfer Essence, where he could, whenever he died, he could bind his soul into a clone body or another body of his choosing. Now, it's kind of like possessing someone's body. Now, if the person was able to resist being possessed, Palpatine's spirit would be cast into the void, which is basically hell, if you ask me. And I'm not trying to cuss, I'm being legit serious. The void is where all the Sith spirits who die go, where they practically are driven insane by just utter madness, chaos, and agony. Anyway, my Jedi brothers and sisters, or Sith in this case, because I referenced to Palpatine, I hope you all have a great day, wherever you are, whatever time you are, and remember, may the Force be with you, always. Also, what do you want me to do for next Star Wars Saturday? Comment down below. May the Force be with you guys.